Hey guys, Michael here. Today I have an update for the non-filers. Yesterday, the IRS released a statement for the non-filers and the Get My Payment tool. So I'm going to be breaking that down as well as going over some of the questions that you guys have been asking in the comments below. A lot of you are frustrated because there's no one making videos to help non-filers and you can't find any information for non-filers. So today I'm going to be breaking down all of this information, so let's jump right into it. Before we get started, it says that 95% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to my channel. So if you want to stay up to date on the stimulus checks, on the stock market, on how to make money in general, well then please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when new videos come out. Before we get into the exact dates and timelines of when the IRS has said that non-filers will receive their stimulus checks, I first want to go over the new updates that the IRS released yesterday. So according to the IRS website, they released a statement saying that a lot of people are still receiving the message of status not available. So in order to fix this, the IRS is doing planned outages on Friday, which was yesterday, and today on Saturday between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what does this mean? Well, you're not going to be able to use the Get My Payment tool to check your status. The website is going to be down so that programmers and software developers can go into the site and start fixing these issues because so many people are getting this status not available. So this leads us into the next point, which is that a lot of non-filers are getting an email and a message saying that they are approved. Their information has been approved, but when they go to the Get My Payment tool and try and input their information, it says status not available. So this question I've been getting a lot in the comments below because it's frustrating. Why does it say you're approved and then you can't check your information? Well, with this new update that they're doing to the system, you should be able to check the status of your payment using the Get My Payment tool. You just have to wait until after they update the system. So hopefully tomorrow morning, once it has been updated, this tool will work for you. Next up, I want to go over why a lot of non-filers are getting this status not available message. I've been seeing a lot of you in the comments below saying that you're getting the status not available message and you're a non-filer. So some non-filers are getting their stimulus checks and are being able to use the Get My Payment tool, but a majority are not able to. And why is this? Well, when you used the non-filers tool, you were submitting your information to the IRS to then be processed and inputted into the system. Therefore, it is not in the Get My Payment tool yet. So while you may be eligible and you submitted your information to the non-filers tool, it's taking a long time for them to process all of that information and get it transferred so it is uploaded into the system and it is on the Get My Payment tool. So it could very well be that you submitted everything correctly, you're eligible, you've done everything right, but it's just that the IRS is slow. And it's not your fault, it's their fault. They're slow, they don't have all the systems up to date. So it's taking a long time for them to get your information uploaded into the system onto the Get My Payment tool. So I want to address the question of paper stimulus checks. According to the IRS, they've sent out 88 million checks via direct deposit, and they just started to send out checks via mail. So if you're waiting to receive a check in the mail and you're a non-filer, the good news is that non-filers will be receiving their stimulus checks first. They're going to be receiving them before anyone else because people with the lowest levels of income will be the people who are receiving their stimulus checks in the mail first. With those basic questions and updates covered, I want to go into who should be using the non-filers tool and when to expect to receive your stimulus check if you're non-filers, whether you're using direct deposit or paper checks. So let's first go over who needs to be using the non-filers tool. The basic requirements of using the non-filers tool is if you make $12,200 a year or less individually or $24,400 a year or less as a married couple. So in addition to this, you can use the non-filers tool if for any reason you do not have to file your taxes. One of these reasons could be if you receive Social Security benefits. Another reason could be if you receive railroad retirement benefits. If there's any reason you do not need to file your taxes, well then you can be using the non-filers tool. However, if you'd like more information on stimulus checks for people who receive Social Security benefits, railroad retirement benefits, VA benefits, if you'd like more information for people who receive any sort of benefits and when they'll be receiving their stimulus check, I'll include a link down below to a video I made earlier today on an update on that. Moving on, the most important information for the non-filers and for everyone is when are you going to be receiving your stimulus check? Everyone's been saying, well, 88 million of people have received it. You should be receiving it soon. So according to the IRS and on their website, 88 million checks have been sent out. They need to send out a total of 170 million checks. So if you're a non-filer and you have direct deposit, you should be getting your stimulus check as soon as it's uploaded into the system. And you'll be able to check this with the Get My Payment tool. And tonight they're doing updates to the system so that status not available message shouldn't appear as much because they are fixing coding errors in the system. Next up, let's talk about if you're a non-filer and you're scheduled to receive a stimulus check in the mail. So if your information has already been uploaded to the system and you're not receiving direct deposit and you're supposed to receive a stimulus check in the mail, well then a lot of these people have already received their stimulus check last week. The reason that you may have not received the physical check in the mail last week if you're a non-filer is because your information is not in the system. Because the IRS is sending out stimulus checks, 5 million checks a week, and they're starting off by sending it to the lowest level income people first. So that would mean non-filers are first. So the only reason you haven't gotten your check yet is because the IRS system has not uploaded your information fully into the system, which is annoying because you did everything you're supposed to do, and you did everything they asked you, but it's just because their systems are outdated. So essentially, if you're a non-filer, if you're waiting to receive your stimulus check, I would recommend just to continually check the Get My Payment tool. Check it once every 24 hours. You don't want to check it too often because if you check it too often, they'll boot you right out. But check it every 24 hours because they're making updates to the system so that you will no longer receive that status not available message, or at least not receive it as often. The only reason you should be receiving it is if the IRS has not fully processed your information. So if you've done everything with the non-filers tool, that's all you can do right now. There's no way to receive your stimulus check any faster, but just know as soon as they start processing your information and it's good to go, you'll be the first one to get your stimulus check in the mail. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and took some value out of it. If you have any questions with regards to non-filers, with regards to stimulus checks or the stock market, please be sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll answer as many questions as I can, or I'll address them in the next video. With that being said, don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you sign up for the Webull investing app using the link below. 1 free stock when you sign up for Robinhood. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.